Hello, my friends. This is Lada from Astrolada.com, and today I'm here with the astrologer Viktor. Hi, Viktor.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everyone.
Today we just want to make a very quick video and talk about a retreat that Viktor is doing. Can you tell us more about it? I'm excited. I've done a couple of retreats before, and it's always such a bonding experience. You make friends for life. It's not so much what you learn there; it's kind of all the energy. And you're doing one in Turkey.
Yes, we will be doing it in Turkey on the 12th of June. It's going to be 5-day astrology, all about relationship. One of the reasons why I chose the relationship for this year, because I think, as they say, last year was the year of narcissism. I think this year is all about relationship due to the fact that the nodes are going into the sign of Aries and Libra. So we're going to have the eclipses there. We have got the Venus retrograde happening in the sign of Leo, which is also very much connected to love and dating and romance. On top of that, we do have got Jupiter, which is going through a Venusian sign at the second part of the year. So if our self-worth is not right, then obviously poor Jupiter cannot boost our confidence level, and therefore self-love is going to be lacking, and therefore it's harder to love other people as well. So I think this year and then also the Venus star point, which happened on 29 degree of Libra as well. And that's going to be setting a tone for the next 120 years, even though we're going to get a second opportunity from a Venus star point, because it's going to shift back for a little while to Scorpio, 0 degree. But then from 2025, 2026 onwards, it's pure Libra energy. So we have got loads of karmic duties to go through in the relationship department, I think, in the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about partnership, but the relationship with ourselves as well. Now, obviously, the current eclipse is already set the tone for that in the last 18 months, being on the Taurus and the Scorpio axis. If we were not able to scrap the crap, basically, with Scorpio out of our life, such as fears and insecurities and the inability to trust others, then we had a chance not to grow our self-esteem, to be able to love ourselves. So we're getting a second chance here with Jupiter moving into the sign of Taurus. That could be one of the manifestation, of course, among 1,000 and other, but if we are able to just trust our instincts, trust our abilities, for example, to make money, because relationship can be just with objects as well. So there is something called in psychology, the object relation, which anyway, I'm going to be covering on the retreats, because often our relationship problems are originated from the parents. So to give you a little bit of a clue there, which is, I think, very interesting, psychology says that there is no such thing like preconditioning, like being born with preconceptions. But astrology actually says in a different way, right? Because we believe in past life karma, we look at the South Node, and we look at plenty of other karmic indicators. Now, in astrology, the 12th house would represent actually your preconditions. So if you have got any planet there, for example, then it could indicate that you were expecting that from mommy to be done. And if it's a harsh planet, it might be an indication that you were expecting that this world is going to be crap. If it's a good one, you might have expected that it's going to be great. But if we didn't live up to the standards, unfortunately, it can turn around, and then we have got a damaged, let's say, Venus in rulership, and it's not going to work. So, but the ruler can indicate that as well. So we're going to go through the psychological development of a child, because that's where everything originates. To give you an idea, between age 3 to 6, you fall in love with your opposite sex. It's either your dad or your mom, depending on your gender. And then if it's not dealt with in an appropriate manner, you might be having relationship issues. No matter what, let's say Lada wanted to compete with her mom towards or to the affection of the dad. And then, she starts comparing herself. Oh, mommy has got bigger boobs. Oh, mommy has got, I don't know, this and that, and I don't have it. So after a while, a child realizes that, oh, mommy is not competition to me. So I'm going to start comparing myself to my peers. And this is all Venusian related. It happens around age 5. And from a psychological point of view, Taurus rules 2 to 5, age 2 to 5, from a psychological development point of view. So we're going to go back to these. And then now maybe you can have a feeling why Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus, right? So if we don't, there is the cliche, right? That if you don't love yourself, how on earth do you expect others to love you? I don't really, kind of believe in that, but I can see the correlation here because Taurus and Libra are both ruled by relationship and they are in conjuncting each other, which is if there is no love towards our tangible assets, not recognizing our talents, then the relationships we are going to be forming is also going to be disastrous in a sense. So we're going to cover this, for example. But further topics we're going to be doing on the retreat is, for example, we're going to go through how to analyze your 7th house complex. So we will be looking at the ruler, the midpoint of the ruler. We're going to be looking at the 7th house sign cusp. So we're going to learn to analyze basically your 7th house, which is something to do with your relationship complex. But also we are going to be looking at the sun and moon midpoint, which I think is very important. It's a marriage point. So often people get married or meet a soulmate connection when that point gets activated. So I will be talking about that. By the way, this course is great for beginners, intermediate, and advanced students as well. So I tried putting in information for everyone so everyone can enjoy, but I also try to make sure that even let's say the advanced students can find something interesting in the beginner stuff as well. So potentially I'm going to be building up for everyone. We're going to be looking at Venus as the planet of desire, what you might be desiring in a relationship. We're going to be looking at the differences between the 5th, 7th, and the 8th house. We're going to be looking at asteroids only related to love, which are not necessarily discussed much, but I have made a collection about a good 15 asteroids, which might be showing potentially relationships. We're going to be looking at vertex, which you cannot really find information about much. We're going to be looking at the Venus cycles, composite chart, your progressed Venus, Saturn going through the 7th house or being in the 7th house. We're going to be looking at the nodes in the 7th house. We're going to be looking at the karmic debts in relationship, so the 8th and the 12th house and how they play a role in the relationship. On day 4, we're going to be looking at purely synastry, the best and the worst aspects and how to work with synastry. We're going to be looking at the tough stuff as well. So what indicates breakup, for example, in relationship, and what indicates potentially your love life to be blooming. So on the 5th day, we purely going to be looking at timing techniques. When will love come, or when will my love experience challenges? So I will be introducing 4 timing techniques, which is not widely used. So I'm going to introduce the progress declination, which I really use in relationship questions. Probably we're going to be looking at zodiacal releasing a little bit. So not just transits, and we're going to learn to combine these. That's going to be the whole point, how to combine all these timing techniques. Now, if someone is interested, however, there is only limited spot left, probably about 4 to 5 spots left. On the 6th day, I only do family constellation therapy, which is going to help you to get you on the journey of healing in regards to your relationship blockages. Now, this is something I would like to share here because plenty of people are asking me how I lost weight. One of the ways I did was obviously determination and commitment. Sport, yes, I had a surgery as well, which set me off, that's true. But then when my weight became stagnant, I went for family constellation therapy, and then about 4 sessions. And then since then, I am doing extremely well, So family constellation therapy is rewriting some of your old kind of sank in way of thinking, and then we actually provide solution by going back to your family origins and looking at where that problem came from. Typically, if someone joins, I recommend bringing tissues, because I hardly saw clients
Tissues.
where there were no crying
I
involved.
know. I've done
Seriously.
it once. It's super intense.
It is very intense. And even the cases where you play the role of the actor,
Even
those are
when it's that.
talking to you as well.
I was crying
So,
for
for
every
example,
constellation. Yeah, you participate in every person. They choose a few of the people and say, "You'll be my mom, my sister," and everyone was crying at the same time, not just the person who is
yeah,
being.
yeah. I remember my very first family constellation therapy, and that's why I decided to go for trainings and learn how to do it. Because the first time I went, and the way I do it is that you don't know. When I have a client, we walk out of the room, we talk about the issue, so no one really knows what the issue is of the person, and then we walk back into the room, and then I assign the role by using some technique. I use kinesiology to test which person is the most suitable for that position. And then once that's done, then obviously the story starts. Now, when I went the first time, the therapist assigned a role also, but in a different way, like I do. And then she said, okay, mom and dad and myself, obviously, whoever was playing myself. And then after a few minutes, she was like, someone is missing in the picture. Let's just bring in grandma as well. And as soon as grandma walked into the circle, me and my other me, who was representing me, started crying at the same time
Wow.
with no explanation. And for 20 minutes, neither of us could talk. So, and then she was like, why are you guys crying? What is the reason? Tell me. And we could not talk because we were sobbing. So, obviously that was the core problem there. So, yeah, family constellation therapy is huge.
Mhm.
So this is going to be the agenda, basically, 4 lecture a day, 1.5 hour lectures each, with a little bit of a break in between. We're going to have a longer lunch break.
You're
It's going
doing
to start on...
four lectures per day. That's how many hours is that? That's 6 hours?
Well, we're going to be from 9 to 5.
Whoa,
So
that's
one and a half
intense.
hours each.
Okay.
1.5 hours each with a little bit of a break in between. So that's how the 9 to 5 come together.
Wow, amazing.
So if
And
someone wants to join and then they can arrive, let's say on Sunday, then I'm going to be holding a little bit of a dinner party at my house, depending on how many people there will be, because I cannot fit in more than probably 20 people in my house. So feel free, but if not, then on Monday, it's going to be happening in Izmir, in the center of Izmir, Alsancak, in a hotel called Ibis. So if you wish to stay there, that's okay. If not, look around in the area. This is not the fanciest fanciest hotel. So if you desire something better, then I recommend just staying in the area. There are better hotels in about 2 to 3 minutes away, but they are a little bit more pricey. Turkey is extremely affordable. So probably from about $10, you have got your daily food, breakfast, lunch, and maybe you add a little bit, and then you have got a nice dinner as well. So probably from about $20 altogether, you are fed pretty nicely. So it's pretty affordable, I think. The 5 day is going to cost $600. And then if you wish to participate in the family constellation therapy, then it's an additional $100. But the spots are there limited now. So you need to grab your seats very quickly on that. And then if you just wish to participate as a helper, then you can feel free to do that. That's not a problem.
thank you so much.
Basically, that's the agenda.
Is there a beach on Izmir? beach?
There is, yes. There is one in about 20 minutes drive. So we were thinking to go to the beach on Sunday as a group. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a night out, maybe on Tuesday or at the end of the retreat as well on Saturday.
Oh,
Tuesday is a bit shorter one because we're gonna be working on Wednesday, but on Saturday we can stay out the whole night if someone wants to. So what the price includes, actually, it's gonna be including a notebook, such as like you can take notes. I'm gonna bring you pen, I'm gonna bring you snacks, but if you are allergic to something or you are under a strict diet, then please bring your own snack. I'm gonna be providing coffees and water. If you wish to have lunch or breakfast or something like that, you're gonna have to take care of that on your own. And as I said, bring some tissues if you want to be participating in your family constellation therapy as well. You need that. Obviously, all classes will be recorded and you're going to have access for till the end of your life, basically. And most likely you will be getting a printed version of my book as well. The very first book, which is about vocational astrology. It should be ready by then. If not, then maybe I'm just going to be posting it for you later on, or maybe even better, I'm going to give you the electronic version of that. So that's a lot quicker. Obviously, you need your flight tickets. You need to take care of your accommodation. You need to find transfer from the airport to your accommodation. Izmir is about 45 minutes by plane from Istanbul. What's very good about it is that there are at least 15 straight flights, for example, from the US to Istanbul. So a 9-hour journey and then 40 minutes from Istanbul to Izmir. The taxi from the airport is about $15, maximum 20. It's about a 30-minute drive from there. So it's pretty affordable. I think if you want to find a cheaper accommodation, you can already find it for $30, maximum $40 per night. It depends on your requirements, of course. And also be sure that the temperature is going to be around 40 degrees. So make sure that you are, not overdressed.
90 to, that's
Yes.
about 90 something Fahrenheit. So have your
I mean, already from March onwards, it's about 30 degrees and above. Or at the end of March, it's already about 30 degrees. So from April onwards to 35, June is definitely 40 degrees non-stop. So when you book your accommodation, make sure that there is air conditioning, because I would not be able to sleep at night, for example, without aircon. At night, it's still above 30 degrees after 10 o'clock as well. So pretty good weather.
Thank you so much, Viktor. I think you'll have so much fun together. You teaching a long hours. When I did mine, it was mostly partying. But I'm sure you have a lot.
Well, I'm used to speaking a lot, so that's all right.
Wonderful.
That's why I need the breaks in between so I can rest a little bit.
I'm sure it will be amazing. There are already quite a few people that have joined. So anyone who is interested, I'm putting a link below. You can click there. You can reserve your seat, basically. And yeah, everything is described in the link. So thank you so much, Viktor. Enjoy your Thailand retreat, workout retreat. You said it was.
Yes, I'm on a 10-week program. Hopefully by the time the retreat takes place, I'm going to be in a very good shape.
Apollo.
In a better shape.
You already look amazing. 10-week. Wow. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you everyone for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.